I started with just this one thing. Now, I get it. I'm the world's worst. It's so easy to get caught up in the mindset of, I can't start until I've got a decent camera, lights, gonna need lights, a decent microphone, the perfect YouTube setup. Especially if you're into tech. It's so easy to spiral into hours and hours of research, looking at lights, cameras, microphones, to the point where you never hit record. So the one thing I've used that I started with is my iPhone. The cameras on there are more than good enough to start your YouTube journey. I use the back camera, that's the 3 on the back, to shoot my videos because they give you a sharper, better resolution than the front camera that you might use for, say, selfies. So that would be my first tip. When I started my first YouTube video, I didn't even have a mic. I have one now, and that'll be another video about that. But the mic inside the iPhone is more than enough to get started with. As long as you're close enough that it can pick you up quite clearly. If you're outside or you want a bit of distance, that's when you might struggle. But to start off on your first one, if you keep nice and close to the camera that you're talking into, the microphone inside the iPhone is more than enough to give you good, clear audio. But what about lighting, you might say? Well, I don't have any lights. I'm a photographer, so I have some studio flashes, but I don't have a continuous video light. That might be something that comes along later on, possibly. But for now, I just use window light. Like today, I'm shooting in my kitchen against these lovely shelving units because I've got big windows here, bifold doors, and I get lovely natural light, which is more than enough to illuminate this gorgeousness. And for video, it's perfect. So you don't need fancy lights. Now, personally, I shoot in 4K 24 frames per second. Now, I know there's an argument for shooting at 30 frames a second for YouTube. Personally, I keep it to 24 because that's more natural to what our eyes capture, and I think it looks quite nice. But again, this could all change, who knows? But 4K, and the reason I shoot in 4K is so that if I need to zoom into a close-up like this, you can do that when you're editing and it still keeps the image nice and crisp. So 4K if you can, but 1080p is also absolutely fine as well. Something else I forgot to mention, 4K, I also shoot in 4K because there's more and more research to suggest, that was a bit of a tongue twister, there's more research to suggest that people are watching more and more YouTube on their tellies in their front room, and these are big screens, so the higher resolution is going to be much better video quality for that. So that's why I shoot in 4K. In all honesty, the footage looked decent. Well, as much as it can do for this. And it sounded okay, but most importantly of all, I'd started. You can spend so much time, and I know I am so guilty of this, is researching and researching and researching, and I'll just watch some more YouTube videos. And before you know it, you spent weeks doing that and you haven't uploaded anything. If you keep it simple, use what you've got, it's doable. Because let's face it, starting is the hardest part. You've got your phone, you've got some window light, you've got enough to start. Don't let gear paralysis stop you from starting. Remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. You're just starting. You just need to begin. And as time goes on, you can always upgrade later to some lights, a microphone. All these other things can come as you start to put content out and you get better and more comfortable. But if you don't start, you'll never know. This channel is about me figuring it out as I go. I'm certainly no YouTube expert. I'm just someone in my 40s finally getting started. And I want to share this with you because I think it's so important that I tell you how it is and how hard it can be to actually start pushing record, because I'm as guilty as anyone else I've spent years and years watching and thinking, oh, I'd like to do that, but I haven't got this. I need this, well, I'm gonna need that to start. When in actual fact, you really don't. Just use what you've got. You'll be fine. Get started. So if you're in the same boat as me, hit subscribe and let's build this thing together, one video at a time. You've got a phone, so maybe today's the day you start. See you in the next one. And that is all I've got to say about that at the moment. Changing it over. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? See, recording. This is what we do. I'm still learning, still getting there, and it still feels a bit unnatural. But I'm about 8 videos in now, and I finally feel like I'm starting to find my flow a bit. I'm getting used to what I'm doing, how to go about things, and hopefully they will just get better and better and you guys will enjoy it, and I can bring you along for the journey and offer some help and advice to those that are thinking about starting and just haven't pushed record. And if I can do it, you can do it. Trust me, it's not as scary as you think.